The kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II. During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one. Against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Khorinis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Khorinis was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange. Until the present day. Another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know, but he would change everything.
In the name of King Robar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop! Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. They'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well, I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you!
Keep silent. Right. Send him in.
Welcome to the colony.
That's enough. Leave him alone. And now scram. Get up. I'm Diego.
I'm not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
Okay, what do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there. But if you plan to fight him, be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Who's Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
What are you doing here?
Making sure no one gets near the exchange place, especially one of those cutthroats from the new camp. You're the new guy they chucked in today, right?
That's me.
Then you'd better watch out for the guys from the new camp. I work for the old camp, same as the others you saw at the exchange place. I assume you've talked to Diego.
Yes, I have.
Good. Then you know what's what around here.
Why do I have to watch out for the guys from the new camp?
Compared to the new camp, the old camp's a quiet, peaceful sort of place. The new camp doesn't get any deliveries from the outside world. Most of the rogues there just steal whatever they need.
And the old camp?
The ore barons have everything under control. Next in line to them are the guards, followed by the shadows. The diggers are the lowest. Everyone who arrives here starts out as a digger. If you want to become something better than that, you'll have to get accepted as a shadow first.
When I was washed ashore, one of the guys punched me in the face.
They do that to all the newcomers. They call it standing godfather.
Oh, are all the guys like that in the old camp?
We do have a few suckers, but they won't touch you as long as you pay them protection money.
I saw a woman being sent down with the goods.
Yeah, the ore barons get everything they want.
Do you mean to say the king exchanges women for ore?
They're convicted criminals too, of course. But if Gomez hadn't asked for them, they'd be sitting in some dungeon or other. I'm not sure what's worse.
I'm looking for a weapon.
There should be some old weapons by the derelict mine, further down the canyon. But don't go and start a war with nothing but a rusty pickaxe for a weapon. Those things are slow and heavy. An inexperienced fighter should never use one of them unless it's an emergency. You'd better make sure you reach the old camp in one piece.
How's it going?
Good. None of the rogues from the new camp are to be seen anywhere.
victory.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
Leave everything you hear.
People out.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore. Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you. If you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them, once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
Why? Doesn't he sell the maps?
If you get enough ore to pay for them.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind. You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do to start with. Then we'll see.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers, that's what we call the big birds, should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
You're demanding a lot for your advice.
Possibly, but you can earn a lot of ore with this knowledge. All the animals you kill without knowing how to cut them up will just rot away. That's a wasted opportunity of skinning them and selling the fur at a high price. If I were you, I'd try to gain this knowledge as soon as possible.
Put the weapon away! Put it away! I'm serious! Away with that!
Where?
Never do
You
that
sure showed
again!
him.
No ore, you useless bum!
Try that again, and you'll regret it.
No ore, you useless bum!
Let me pass. Let me pass. Let me pass.
You looking for trouble with me again?
Hi, I'm new here.
How nice for you.
Is that the old camp over there?
No, that's the new camp. The old camp is underneath the bridge.
What are you doing here?
What's it look like? Regarding the bridge, of course. We make sure that no beasts cross the bridge.
What are you doing here?
What's it look like? We make...
Have you got any advice for me?
Yeah, don't go in the forest on your own. Unless you're strong enough to fight off all the beasts. Make sure you get to the old camp. They're holding a pickaxe for you.
Let me pass.
What are you doing out here?
I want to be left in peace, so get lost.
Why are you here and not in the camp?
I'm waiting for a friend to return from the mine. He owes me some ore. I can't turn up in the camp without the ore. I couldn't pay the protection money for the guards, and then things would get real heavy for me.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
What do you do all day?
I make sure no one gets in if Gomez don't want them to. So don't make trouble when you're inside or you won't be going nowhere.
What do you do all day?
I make sure no one gets in if Gomez don't want them to. So don't make trouble when you're inside or you won't be going nowhere.
What do you do all day?
I make sure no one gets in if Gomez... So don't make trouble...
Do you need an extra man?
You must be one of the new ones, huh? If you're looking for a camp to join, try the sect loonies. They're not fussy about who they take on. We don't take just anyone, not unless you want to go digging in the old mine.
Who calls the shots around here?
Thoris is the one that makes sure things don't fall apart. He's right under Gomez.
I'm new here.
So I see.
How's things?
You make trouble here, you get punished.
What do you call trouble?
Most diggers pay us to protect them. If you mess with one of them, we'll deal with you. If I catch you rummaging around in other people's huts.
Okay, I get the point. How's it going?
You looking for trouble?
You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego. Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. He'll test you, and if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
There must be something you want done.
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit above you, kid. You just stick to the tasks your patron sets for you.
I'm quite capable of doing anything you tell me to.
Oh, so you're intent on failing, eh? There is one thing that only someone who's not with Gomez can see to. But I'm warning you, you blow this and you'll be in mighty big trouble.
I'm ready for your task.
What I'm about to tell you is between you and me, and nobody else must ever hear about it. Understood?
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. His name's Mordrag. He's been stealing from the ore barons. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy has the nerve to come to our camp and sell our stolen goods to our boys. He's gone too far. But he knows I can't do anything about it.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of the mages.
Sounds to me like the mages are your problem.
Yeah, but they're a problem that's hard to solve. A few years back, one of the shadows tried to stab the High Magician of the Circle of Fire while he was sleeping. They found him later in the Outer Ring. In fact, he was scattered all over the Outer Ring.
You have to watch what you tell me. Some people never learn.
Why do the mages protect that Mordrag?
Because they use him as a gopher. Our local mages are in contact with the mages over in the new camp. They often send gophers back and forth. They're likely to become very unpleasant if I throw one of their gophers out of the camp or have him killed.
What about me? What do you think the mages will do to me?
You're new here. You'll be okay. But I'm responsible for what my boys do. That's why it's vital that you keep your mouth shut.
Where can I find Mordrag?
You'll find him at the south gate on the other side of the castle, just beyond the entrance. The bastard wouldn't dare come any further into the camp.
Do you want me to kill the guy?
I want you to make sure I never see his face around here again. I don't care how you do it.
I'll take care of it. If I gave you a certain amount of ore, would you let me in the castle?
For a certain amount.
How much?
Well, it'd have to take a while to count the ore. Long enough to make sure me and my boys are busy counting while you slip by.
So tell me, how much?
1,000 nuggets should be enough.
1,000 nuggets?
Well, you could join up with Gomez. That'd get you in the castle for free.
I have the 1,000 nuggets of ore. Now let me go in.
Don't try and trick me, kid. You don't have 1,000 nuggets of ore.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Maybe. You have to watch what you tell me.
That wasn't very clever. You gotta watch what you tell me about that. That's not really my problem.
I am new here.
Just arrived, have you? I'm Grim. I haven't been here for long either. I was thrown in with the load before you.
I'd better keep out of it.
What's life like here?
Easy going. As long as you pay your share of protection money to the guards.
What do I have to do if I want to get admitted to this camp?
Well, first of all, you have to become a shadow. Therefore, you have to find somebody who supports you Somebody who explains everything to you and takes responsibility for you. If I was you, I'd try to keep close to Diego. I did it like that. He's quite all right. He'll make you take the test of faith. That's different from everybody. Then there'll be some other smaller tasks from other shadows. If you manage them, you'll be with us.
What was your test of faith?
I can't tell you, man. You have to be silent about things like that here.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently. You have to watch what you do.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
Let's talk about something else instead.
What about the two other camps?
The two other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here? But you've only just arrived.
That had been cleared up ages ago.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
As long as I'm not involved.
Where do I find the important people?
Well, you're looking at one of them. Then there's Thoris. You already know him. As for the others, you'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
That's really not my problem.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Who can teach me?
Start with Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left and you'll be heading for the arena.
Same old story.
What's the test of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him.
That's really not my problem. You're probably right.
Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. It'll show you the way to the mine. He lives to the left of the north gate.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
The business with Mordrag is really quite a job. He's not bad as a warrior. You should exercise if you really want to defeat him. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
If you think.
Take care.
Maybe.
As long as I'm not that had been cleared up ages ago. Things would have gone very different. You're very probably right.
How are you doing?
Well, since I stopped working in the mine, I can't really complain.
And where do you get your ore from?
I help people who have problems. If you get into trouble with influential people here, I can help you sort the thing out.
It won't happen again. There must be something about that stuff.
If I was in trouble, you could help me? How?
Well, let's assume you're in trouble with Thoris. You better never get into trouble with him, but then, well, you never know. Thoris can be quite stubborn. When he's pissed off with you once, he'll never talk to you again. And that's a bad thing. As a greenhorn, you depend on him. So you come to see me. I know a lot of people here Thoris listens to. They put in a good word for you, and Thoris is your friend again. Of course, the boys want to see some ore for these kind of favors. Your ore. And I take care that your ore gets to the right people.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Could you tell me which of the shadows belongs to the influential people here?
You want to impress the right people, do you? Diego has the most power of all the shadows. He trusts Fingers, Whistler, and Sly. Dexter and Fisk sell their stuff on the market square. They have many customers, even the guards, and that makes them rather influential. And then there's Scatty. He's in charge of the arena and determines who fights and all that. Many people here owe him ore. He's important as well.
Some people never learn.
Can you help me? I think I'm in trouble.
I think so, but I warn you, my help could cost between 100 and 500 ore.
You're very probably right. That's how it goes. Same old story every time. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Hey there.
Not involved. That wasn't very clever. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. That's really not my problem.
Hey, you.
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it. But it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
Let's talk about something else instead. You have to watch what you tell people.
Hang on.
Why not? How much ore were you thinking of?
Not much. 10 ore, that's all I need.
I doubt that's ever likely to
I don't have tin ore.
Then I'll take whatever you have. That's okay. You can give me the rest next time I see you. Let me see. Oh, I take small donations too. It's the thought that counts. Thanks for the ore, kid. From now on, I'll be watching out for you whenever you're in the camp.
People always talk.
See ya.
Don't you worry about anything here in the camp. We'll be looking out for you. May I...
What's up?
You'll learn soon enough. Be on your guard at all times, especially at night. I haven't slept properly for days, and if you don't sleep in this colony, then you're doing double time. That wasn't very clever. Instead. There must be something about that story after all.
That wasn't very clever.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
You gotta watch what you tell people.
Always talk.
It was obvious there would be trouble ahead.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I am Baal Taran of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper.
What is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper?
We're a community of believers in a new faith. Our camp is situated in the east, in the swamp. I've come to preach the words of the Sleeper to strangers like you.
Who is the Sleeper?
The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He disclosed himself 5 years ago through Iberian, our master. Since then, we have renounced the three gods. And you should do so as well. The gods just stood by and watched while we were exiled to this prison. But the Sleeper will lead us to freedom.
How do I get to the Brotherhood's camp?
I'm busy, but Baal Parvez should be somewhere in this camp as well. He's near the marketplace, on the other side of the castle. I believe he's even got his own hut there.
Tell me about the Sleeper's teachings.
The Sleeper is a powerful being, maybe even more powerful than Innos, the god of light. He is with us in spirit, but his power is still limited. He has been sleeping for 1,000 years, but now the moment of his awakening is near. He has chosen us to be witnesses to his awakening and to spread his word. So listen, all those who join the Sleeper will have immortal souls, but those who are against him will be punished. But the Sleeper is compassionate and sends proof of his might to all who doubt him.
How does your God prove his might?
He speaks to us through visions. Whoever hears his voice no longer doubts his might. If you take the weed which grows in the swamp, you will be close to the Sleeper and able to hear him. Some people even see images.
I see. What will the way to freedom look like?
We are preparing a great invocation of the Sleeper, in which all novices create the contact together. In this invocation, the Sleeper will reveal the path to freedom.
I need to get into the castle. Can you help me?
I fear I cannot, brother. The only ones among us who may enter the castle are those who supply the weed to Gomez. We gather swamp weed and sell part of it to the old camp in exchange for goods from the outside world. If you were one of the couriers working for Kor Kalom, you could get into the castle. But for that, you would need to be one of us. What do you want to do in the castle anyway?
I want to meet somebody there.
Do you? Who? And why don't you just wait until he comes out?
He's one of the magicians.
Oh, well, they never leave the castle. You really will have to get in. What do you want from them anyway? Magic runes? Or potions?
That's right.
I knew it. What else would a guy like you want with the mages? I can give you some good advice. Forget the mages. They take far too much ore for their stuff. Magic runes and potions are much cheaper in our camp.
Hi, I'm new here.
I'm Graham. I draw maps. I haven't seen you here before. What do you want?
Diego sent me. He asked you to give me a map with a route to the old mine.
No problem. For you, only 20 ore.
Hold on. Diego said you should give me the map, not that you should sell it to me.
But I'm not interested. Have you any idea how difficult it is to make a map like this? 20 is my special price for friends of Diego. Usually I take 50.
Give me the map or I'll take it.
Hey, be cool, man. I don't want trouble. Here, take the map and leave me alone.
Leave everything you hear. It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
New here, are you? I don't know your face. I'm Sly. I have a job on offer for a newcomer.
You have a job for me? What is it?
One of our guards has disappeared. He's called Neck. He might have gone over to the new camp. You're new here, and you'll get around quite a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. If you find him, I'll speak up for you in the camp.
What good will your speaking up for me do?
If you want to join the camp, you need people to speak up for you. If I speak up for you with Diego, that'd be a great help for you.
I'll see if I can find him.
If you meet Fletcher, ask him about Neck. He's taken over his district since Neck disappeared.
Where will I find him?
His district is the district of the arena.
How often have I told you bastards not to run through my hut?
What's your problem?
Leave me alone, man. Everyone's a problem with me. It all started when I built my hut. Don't build your hut close to the ditch, they said. But none of these bastards told me what would happen if I still did it. When I came back from the mine a few days ago, I had a second door. Those pigs, I hate them. I can't tell you how much I hate them. Now everybody runs through my hut. Every idiot.
What's your...
That's not really my problem. Maybe. You have to want. No. Let's talk about something else instead.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. Hang on.
That won't happen again.
Hey, man. New here? I haven't seen you before. I'll join you for a while, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll need a friend.
Why not come along?
Great. We can talk while we're going. Tell me, where are we going? Or is it supposed...
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
Where can I find meat bugs?
Everywhere where there's garbage laying around. You should be able to find some at the deserted huts near the castle wall. Don't get confused by their ugly looks. Once cooked, they are tasty.
Where can I find hell mushrooms?
If you leave through the south gate, that's the collapsed tower. You'll see a plain directly in front of you. There's mushrooms growing there.
Who was the guy you
His
said
name was
before me?
Neck. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now. I sent him to collect mushrooms, but he didn't come back.
Don't pay attention to me. I'll stay with you. Don't worry.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you.
How am I supposed to
learn
do
a
that?
thief's skill? You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
I want to become a shadow. Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
I'm looking for somebody
Why
to
have you
teach me
come
something.
to me? You should have said that before. If you want to join the camp, it's an advantage to be a good fighter or thief. If the influential shadows in this camp test you, they'll give you tasks you better not get caught doing. That's why the way of the thief would be a good start to you. Incidentally, I'm the best thief in the whole of the old camp.
What can you teach
And that
me?
depends on what you want to know.
How can I improve
I can't
my
teach you
lockpicking
anything,
skills?
because you're so inexperienced.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of
Depends.
Diego, would you?
If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you. Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
Don't you have any plan of where you want to go?
Hey, you!
If you want to get rid of your protection money, you've picked the wrong day.
Yeah? Why's that?
'Cause I'm not here.
Oh? Where are you then?
I'm actually at the castle, sitting by the big campfire, drinking a mug of beer.
Same old story.
Then how come I'm talking to you?
Nick's vanished. This district is usually his responsibility, and until he reappears, Thoris has ordered me to guard it.
Blathering anymore. Some people never learn.
Do you know where Nex got to?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this district might know something, but diggers don't talk to guards. Especially not now they know I hate this filthy work. I bet they're laughing behind my back.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
Why don't you just collect some more protection money?
Nick did his rounds before he disappeared. There's not much left to collect now.
It's about Nick.
Yeah?
No news.
Keep me posted. Let me pass.
Are you looking for a quiet place where we can talk?
Could you please keep quiet for a minute?
Sure.
It's really not my problem. As long it was obvious that there would be trouble. A time when things would have gone very differently.
I thought that had been cleared ages ago. I'm not listening.
Is it possible we're walking in circles?
I doubt that.
Wasn't very clever.
You shouldn't.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters. You know.
I want to join the
I
camp.
might be able
Can you help
to,
me?
if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all three camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
I want to place a bet.
But there's no fight on. The next fight's due in a couple of days. There'll be an announcement.
Do you train fighters
Yeah,
at all?
but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
I thought the old
It's
camp
simple.
and the new camp didn't get on.
There's fights
So
here
why do you
once
let
a
their
week,
people
and the
fight?
diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp. But business is business.
This is real fun. Thanks for taking me with you. We could do that more often. There's loads of more.
What are you doing here?
Me? I'm fighting for the glory of the sleeper.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
What is the sleeper?
You will find priests who'll be able to answer that question better than I can in our camp. I'll just tell you this much. The sleeper is our redeemer. He has led us to this place, and he'll get us out of here.
You mean you're waiting for your god to liberate you?
Yes, and the wait will soon be over. A great invocation is currently being prepared.
What kind of invocation is it you're planning?
Our prophets say that the common invocation of the sleeper is the key to freedom. If you want to find out more about it, just come to our camp.
Could you describe the way to your camp?
There are always some novices around here in the old camp, willing to accompany newcomers like you to our camp. You only need to speak to them.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I'm Kareem. You must have just been booted in here, or else you'd have heard of me. I'm the best fighter this damned camp has ever seen.
I've gotten used to you already. We'll have much fun together. I'm sure of that, aren't you? Where do you sleep anyway? You can come to my place, no problem. Why did they put you in here anyway? Do you like animals as well? They're not...
There must be something about that story after all. Let's talk about it.
There are some people who constantly try to beat me up. Horrible guys from the new camp. Real cutthroats. And next time I'll tell them that they'll have you to deal with in the future. Then they'll...
Could you please keep quiet for a minute?
Sure.
You're learning fast.
I want to know what this camp has to offer.
Then you better ask the diggers. They don't have anything to do all day anyway.
I'd like to join the Shadows.
Oh, then you should know that Gomez doesn't tolerate failures. If you want to be one of us, you have to be prepared to go through fire for him. Only half of those who tried ever got accepted.
What happened to the rest of them?
They're probably sitting in the new camp munching rice.
Those bastards from the new camp will be amazed when they get to know that I have a protector. They'll piss themselves. That'll be fun.
As long as I'm not involved.
You know what? I'll do you a favor. I'll put in a good word for you, then perhaps you'll be admitted to the camp. Then we can meet every day.
I would like to be it. Same old story every time. People always talk.
Hey, newcomer. I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
Are you really the magician's courier?
What if I am?
I'd like to have a chance to talk to the magicians. I have to get inside the castle.
The magician's couriers bear seals, which allow them entry to the castle. If you were one of us, you could get such a seal.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
Some people think I'm a complete lunatic. But somebody like you would never hang out with a lunatic. People would talk about that, so they'll finally understand that they were... You're my best friend here. The others only want to get rid of me all the time. I'm really grateful to you. Listen, this running around is really getting tiring. Shouldn't we look for a cozy place and...
Maybe. Okay. About something else. I'm not listening to all that blathering and... You're very probably right. I doubt that's ever likely to change. You shouldn't believe it.
Hey, you! I traded swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
What is swamp weed?
New here, are ya? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
You're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego. In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
Same old story every time.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the thing. Where is the sect
Leave
camp?
the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map. I got one here for 50 ore. Exactly.
Maybe.
Show me your goods.
I got the best stuff here.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
You're like a big brother to me. I never had a big brother. Or a small one. My parents didn't want me. But I'm sure it was difficult for them.
Sure it was.
Ages ago.
I wouldn't like to be in.
I doubt that's... As long as I'm not in.
I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
And which is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free. The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper. So far, he's just talked to us in visions, but now it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want.
Some people never learn.
Don't blather so much. Yeah.
watch what you tell people.
Every time.
Take me to your camp. I want to have a look at it.
Very good. I'll go ahead. Follow me.
Where are you from? You must be happy as well that you finally found somebody who understands you. I'm from Karina's. Have you ever been there? Well, it doesn't matter anyway.
You should.
Better keep.
Awaken!
You're very probably right. I'd like to be in his shoes, though.
What would be the benefit of joining you?
Maybe you're one of the chosen people who received the gift of magic from the sleeper. Or you might obtain the highest honors and become a Templar. Only the best fighters among us can obtain that position. If the sleeper is with you, you can even combine both. The best of the Templars receive the gift of magic as well. You see, our brotherhood has a lot of possibilities for you. You should be aware of that before you decide on joining any other camp.
If you think, why does that happen?
Have you got something to eat for me? Since I'm some sort of visitor, it'd be polite if you gave me something. That's manners. My friends in Karina's taught me that. They really liked me.
And you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
I thought that had been cleared ages ago. Better keep on a bit.
There must be some very probable.
Ah, new face.
What do you want?
I want to offer you help. You're new here and the new ones always get into trouble. You could save yourself a lot by making a small donation. Just 10 ore, man. It ain't much to ask.
Things would have gone very differently.
There must be something about this.
Here's 10 ore, and you'll have to help me if I get into trouble.
Hey, watch who you're trying to fool. Come back when you have the ore.
Hang on. I'm not go rushing into this.
Let me pass.
Totally idiotic.
As long as
Some people never learn.
listening to all that blathering.
smartass. Let me pass. Let me pass.
Hi, where are you off to?
We take the minecrawler secretion from our brothers in the old mine to Korkalam. We go to the old mine every day to collect it.
What kind of secretion is it?
We obtain it from the mandibles of the mine crawlers. If you know how to do it, you can take them out without losing the secretion.
Can you tell me how to get the secretion of a mine crawler?
Of course. After you've killed the beast, you get hold of the mandibles and pull them straight out. This way, you'll get the secretion gland without destroying it.
What does Korkalam need the secretion for?
As far as I know, he makes a potion with it which increases the magic powers of a novice. Since we are preparing for the great invocation, he can't get enough of the stuff. With the aid of the potion, he'll prepare the novices for the great day.
Have you enough of the potion for the great invocation of the sleeper?
No, we still have to collect much more. Our minecrawler hunting units are in action day and night.
Have you...
Let me pass. Let me pass. Let me pass. Let me pass.
Here we are. Down there lies the camp of the Brotherhood. Go through the gate and speak to my brothers. I'm sure you haven't come here for nothing. Ask for Kor Kalam. He's in charge of the novices and tutors. I'll go back to the old camp. There are still many infidels who need to be guided to the right path.
Good luck.
Greetings, stranger. You're treading on holy ground. This is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. What brings you here?
I'm new here. I wanted to have a look at your camp.
Strangers are welcome here, but it's important to follow our rules. There are certain areas strangers may not access.
I need armor.
You have to earn a Templar's armor like I'm wearing, but you can have a novice's loincloth.
Better than nothing.
You won't get it for free, though.
As long as I'm not involved. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
That's not really my problem.
You should believe everything you
The Sleeper be with you.
You addressed a guru. Never do that again. It's sacrilege. If a master wants to talk to you, he shall address you.
Who are you?
I'm Lester. I take care of the strangers who arrive here.
I want to become a member of the Brotherhood.
Kor Kalom decides whether you're ready to join the Brotherhood, but he relies on the advice of other gurus. Bal Namib over there is one of them. First, you'll have to prove that you're worthy, and then one of the gurus will send you to Kor Kalom.
How's that supposed to work if none of the gurus will talk to me?
It might not look like it, but the gurus observe everything you do here in the camp. If they think that you deserve to become a member of the community, they'll talk to you. You're bound to have opportunities in the camp to prove that you're worthy.
But I want to talk to your master.
Forget it. I'm sure I can help you with any of your problems.
How can I find my way around here in the camp?
I can show you the most important places.
Tell me something about the camp.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about the weed?
Well, the weed's grown in the swamp. Of course, it has to be processed before it can be smoked. That's what we novices do. The weeds have a tranquilizing and relaxing effect. They help you concentrate on the essentials and increase your awareness. We trade them for goods from the old camp, and we use them to recruit new people as well. The result is, of course, that some people only join us for the weed. Well, at least they help us with the work in the camp.
Tell me about the guilds.
The gurus form the highest guild. They are the spirit of this camp, for they have great power. The Templars use their spiritual power in battle. They have an indomitable willpower. You should never get into trouble with them. As for myself, I am a novice. We pray to the Sleeper and do all the work in the camp. Some of the novices are allowed to join the gurus, but to get that far, you need to study for many years.
What can you tell me about the Sleeper?
The Sleeper's a divine creature. He causes visions, at least to the gurus. We pray to him, for he will give us freedom.
And you believe that?
Hey, I've been inside the barrier for 2 years. Do you know how long 2 years can be? You can't imagine what I'm willing to believe and do just to get out of here again.
Show me the way. To the alchemy lab.
Follow me.
If you think... I'm not listening to...
I'd like to be in his shoes, though.
Let's talk about something else instead.
If you climb up this ladder, you'll meet Colombe, the alchemist. Down here is Fortuno, the weed merchant. I'll wait for you right here, but don't take too long. Otherwise, I'll go back.
What have you got for me?
Here, take 3 rolls of swamp weed. It's Northern Dark. Good stuff. You can have more of it every day. But if you want more than your daily ration, well, you need to pay. If you find berries and herbs on the paths between the camps, you can bring them to me. I'll buy them off you.
I want to trade.
What do you want from me? Or do you want to sell something?
Listening to all the blathering anymore. Let's talk about something else instead. Say on. I go rushing into anything.
Hey, you.
Would like to be in his shoes.
You're learning fast.
You've no business in there. That won't happen again. It's obvious that there'd be trouble ahead. As long as I'm not involved. I thought that'd be clear. You shouldn't believe everything.
I'm sure you won't mind me going in there.
If you're disrespectful to my master, I'll kill you.
What do you want?
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. People don't need to know it.
I would like to join the Brotherhood. I've heard you're the master of the novices and that you decide who's allowed to join.
I don't have time. My experiments are too important for me to spend any time on new novices. I'll rely on the judgment of the Baals. When they say you're ready to wear the robe of a novice, come back to me. What do you want?
What kind of experiments do you do?
My research takes place on a level you don't understand anything about, boy. So don't waste my time.
One of the merchants from the old camp would like to have the recipe for a healing potion.
My recipes are not for sale.
I'll be seeing you.
May the sleeper enlighten you.
Hi, I'm new here.
I'm Kane, a student of Kor Kalam. You must have heard about him, right?
Yeah.
Then you'll know that he's the second man in this camp, after Iberia.
And what's your job?
Well, I help my master prepare his alchemic potions. Mostly swamp weed and mine crawler secretion. The secretion is required very urgently.
Where do I get the mine crawler secretion?
You can find crawlers in the old mine, but you need to know how to win the secretion. If you really want to fight these beasts, you better speak to one of the Templars who's had experience, like Gurren Drag. He travels around between our camp and the old mine every day. In the mornings, you'll find him at the lab.
What more can you tell me about your master?
He's not like the other gurus. Everybody may address him, but nobody's allowed to waste his precious time.
How can I get Kalam's recipe?
You don't. He keeps it in a locked chest and won't give it to anybody.
Same old story every time. I doubt that's ever likely to change. Thought that had been cleared up ages ago. Never learn. People always talk. Thought that had been cleared up ages ago. There was a time when things would have gone very differently. There was a time when things would have gone very differently. I'm not listening to all of that. Thought that had been cleared up ages ago. I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. That won't happen again. That won't happen again. That won't happen again. You have to watch. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. I doubt that's ever likely to.
Hi, I'm new here and I'd like to get to know the camp.
Then you've come to the wrong place. Since the Templars started preparing for the fight, we've been busy day and night. I don't have much time for questions, so don't disturb me, unless you want to buy something.
Let's talk about.
I'd like to trade with you.
Good.
Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. People always. Rely on somebody. If you think. People always talk.
A new day.
Must be something
and
about
nothing
that
has
story
changed.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Everything all right, pal?
Get out of the way!
How's it going?
I don't have much time.
I want to join you.
You mean you've decided to serve the sleeper? A path of happiness and good fortune lies ahead of you. Go and talk to Cor Cologne. He'll...
People always... It's not really my... I better keep out of it. That wasn't very clever. As long... You should... Maybe. I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. Hang on. Better not go... I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
What are you doing here?
I'm making sure no swamp sharks come too close to the camp. If I were you, I'd steer clear of the beasts. You don't stand a chance against them. Now, don't disturb me anymore. I need to keep my eyes peeled.
How are things?
I can't complain. Say, are you new around here?
I've only just arrived. How are things?
I can't complain.
I've only just... What can you tell me about this camp?
It's the best place to be in the entire goddamn colony. Even if you don't believe in the sleeper's teachings, at least you get your daily ration of food and swamp weed. All you have to do is talk to Fortuno.
Where can I find him?
Down at Cor Colombe's lab, near the big temple courtyard.
Who called?
The good...
How can I join this?
There's nothing simple. You'll come to like...
Who are you?
I'm the guru of the swamp. My servants call me Bonnet Beck.
Servants? I don't see any servants.
They're everywhere. The trees, they walk and skip and dance.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll be on my way then.
Wait, you can help me convert this swamp into a massive meadow of flowers.
Okay, you just got started. Me? I'll be back later. He's not going to get me anywhere.
trouble. That's how it goes. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, no? Wasn't very clever.
Hi, you aren't from this camp, are you?
Well, now, I am. I left the old camp a week ago. Told my pal Dusty to come along, but he wanted to wait.
What are you doing here?
I'm teaching the words of the sleeper to the novices. I'm still a novice myself, but soon I'll be a Baal, one of the gurus. I've even spoken to Iberian. He's the chosen one. He told me that if I work hard, I can soon be a master myself. But I'm still putting that off. There's no rush. You understand? I can still become a master anytime. At the moment, I'm quite happy about my current task.
What's your task here?
I test the new substances developed by Kor Kalam in his alchemy lab with my pals here. His aid gives us something new every couple of days, and we test it. This weed opens your spirit. If you take the right amount, you can get in touch with the sleeper.
Have you ever been in contact with the sleeper?
No, not yet. But that's because we never get enough of the stuff. Kalam always wants to hear about the effect of it, but I get the impression he's not really interested in my opinion at all. If I find the stuff stimulating, he passes it straight on to the gurus. But soon, I'll be a guru myself. Then I can go right to my limits and listen to the voice of the sleeper myself.
I'd like to join your camp. Can you help me?
You want to join us? That's good. Just wait. Yes, I think I can help you. I'm not a guru yet, but I have some influence in the Brotherhood. You'd have to do me a favor. Have you seen Fortuno yet? Then you have your daily ration. If you give it to me, then we're in business.
I'll think about it. I have swamp weed on me. You can have it.
We agreed on 3 Northern Dark and nothing else.
Tell me what. Show me the way. To the alchemy lab.
Follow me.
That's really... You're very probably right. Hang on. I'm not in rushing. That's really... Let's talk about something else instead.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
There was a time. Go rushing in. Let's talk about something else instead.
Come closer.
I've come to collect my daily ration.
Here, take it. 3.
It was obvious that there would be trouble. Very clever. Not listening to all the people. That won't happen again. Rely on. I'm not listening to all this.
It was obvious that...
You have to watch what you tell people.
Very probably right.
That won't happen again. That's really not my problem.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. Maybe.
I'm not listening to all this blathering anymore.
Let's talk about something else instead.
How can I get your master to talk to me?
You have to know what he wants to hear.
And that is?
Listen, when we're with him the next time, you'll address me and we'll have a little talk. Baal Namib is worried because many of the novices don't only pray to the sleeper, but also to their former gods. You'll tell me that you've renounced the old gods and that in future you'll pray only to the sleeper. Then I'll ask you why you made this decision, and you'll say that you had a vision in which the sleeper summoned you. He'll be interested then. Do you think you'll manage that?
No problem.
Some people never.
Are we nearly there yet?
If you stopped asking me, we'd...
Let's talk about something else instead.
I've changed my mind.
Suppose you know where to find me.
Same old story every time.
Same old story every time.
Show me the way.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to
I'm
know
not
it.
listening to all this blathering anymore. That one.
Same old story.
Obvious that there would be trouble ahead. People always talk. I better keep out of it. Time when things would have gone differently.
I have swamp weed on me. You can have it.
Good. You must have noticed that none of the gurus wants to talk to you. You can change that by impressing them. I can tell you how to do that.
How can I impress the gurus?
Bal-Kadar instructs the novices in the magic of the sleeper. If you want his attention, use magic. But don't give him the fist to win. Send one of his audience to sleep or something like that. Baal Namib is over there at the main gate. He's one of the toughest guys. I think Lester might be able to help you with him. Speak to him as soon as his master is away. The other gurus are basically quite okay. Just try to make yourself useful.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, a deal's a deal.
You're very...
I have renounced the old gods.
Really? What made you do that?
I had a vision. The sleeper talked to me.
What did he say?
He said, go to the camp in the swamp and join the Brotherhood.
You're a very rich man, stranger. The sleeper doesn't reward many people like that.
The sleeper has chosen you. Do you really want to join us? Well...
Yes, I wish to follow the sleeper.
Go to Kor Kalom. Tell him I sent you because you are a true supporter of the faith.
Have you enough of the potion for the great invocation of the sleeper?
No, we still have to...
Are you planning... Let me...
No wonder. I've only just got here.
Then watch out.
Rely on somebody. Always talk. That's how it goes. Hang on. That's really not my problem. You shouldn't believe everything. You shouldn't believe everything. There was always talking. People always talk. Some people never learn. Hey, you!
Clever boy.
Same old story every time. People always talk. Some people never learn. That's how it goes.
You have to watch what you tell me.
But keep it to yourself. You don't need to know about it. That won't happen again. That's really not my problem.
Hey, you! The right decision.
I'd better keep out of it.